Hello, Chino Valley teachers. If you had 20 different Minecraft users in a room and asked each of them what's the best way to begin using Minecraft or getting used to what it can do, you would get 20 different answers. I'm just going to ask you to watch this for a minute, and I'm going to show you a place where you can drop in and kind of get yourself oriented to what the environment looks and feels like. And there will be a whole series of short videos and resources that can be found in the Chino Valley Teachers Distance Learning website. It's a kind of work in process. I'm going to assume that you've already loaded Minecraft onto your Chromebook or onto your personal PC or onto your work PC or even onto your iPad. Those directions were all made available to you. So here we are looking at the landing page, and yours might look a tiny bit different because I have a button that says switch accounts because I have more than one account. But regardless, let's get you in there and get you kind of oriented. First of all, this right here is my avatar, and I've changed her outfit. Your kids are going to want to do that right away also, but we're going to skip that and we're going to go straight to play. And in play, right here on the left where it says view my worlds is where any world that I load and then save is mine. Worlds are saved by device and account. So if I save a world called the Schmengi world on this device, I will not be able to find Schmengi world on my iPad or any other device, even if I'm opening it with my account. So by account and device. To the right is a library, and this is where we're actually going to start. There's just so much to cover in Minecraft, but we're going to go straight to my library, and this is what I'm recommending for you. Go straight to my library, or rather view library, sorry. Tap on that, and you're going to see some filters where you can go through and search for different types of worlds that are already prepared for you. It's a lot of fun to load up an ocean world or a desert or blades of grass or any other kinds of biomes and walk around. And there's lots and lots of wonderful lessons. So absolutely pop through these. But where I want to end, the monthly build challenges have some really great ideas for learning and fun. But I'm going to ask you to go right here where it says how to play and tap on that. Additional tutorials has a couple of special purpose tutorials. One is about chemistry, so if you're a high school science teacher, the chemistry tutorial might be interesting to you. Another one has to do with coding, and Minecraft will make your kids learning what coding is and how to use it very, very easy and fun, but that's not where you're going to begin. You're going to begin right here where it says start here. When you tap on start here, you're going to see a whole series of little short tutorials. And again, read them, enjoy. You can see what you have coming to look forward to. You've got camera and portfolio. You've got chalkboards where you can either leave directions for your kids or your kids can post answers. All kinds of really just interesting, fun stuff. But you're entering a whole new world and you're going to need to know how to move around that world. So start with number 1 where it says movement. Tap on that. And it's going to look very much like any other world when you go to load it up. It's going to have a create world, which is what we're about to tap on, a share link in case you want to share this world with somebody, say via an email or other message. And sometimes there's a couple of other buttons that have other activities or extension plans that go with the world. Again, tap on create world, and when any world loads up, it'll take a minute, and usually there's little messages that will arrive in this little box, and those messages are, for a newbie, a good thing to kind of read and get oriented. It'll define things for you. Those messages sometimes give you hints and clues that will make your experience a little more fun, and it might take a while for the world to load up, or it might not. Just depends on what device you're using, and depends on what the load on your Wi-Fi is like. When you are using Minecraft on a PC, which is what I'm on right now, or a Chromebook, you may be using a mouse. So I am right-handed and I will have my mouse in my right hand. You might be using your keyboard, and again, I am going to be using a keyboard as well, and there are keyboard shortcuts that you will actually use. You might not use many in your real life, but in Minecraft you will definitely be using the keyboard to move around. On an iPad, you will have touch controls, and same thing with a Chromebook. You'll have some touch controls, and you can move things and build things using the touch controls on your screen. There are also going to be, in these early tutorials, some keyboard shortcut clues on the left side of your screen, so you can check those out and make sure you want to keep those on there while you're new so you don't forget what's what. When you're using the mouse, I will say the hardest part for me to get used to is which button do I click. I'm so accustomed to left clicking on my my mouse, and that destroys things in Minecraft. So it's really going to be the other button, the right button, that you'll be clicking. All right, so this world has been loaded. This is just a movement world that's going to help you figure out how to move in and out and around, and just to kind of orient you. Right now, in the lowest right corner, you can see what looks like a little mouse, and it says mine. Mine is not as the opposite of yours, but mine means you can be mining things, looking for things, digging for things with the left click. The right click is what you'll typically use, and that's, again, just a reminder. Immediately to the left of that picture of a mouse, you see kind of a peach-colored rectangular prism. That is your right hand. So that actually is going to help you orient yourself. What I'm looking at straight ahead is a sign that says welcome to the Minecraft Education Edition movement tutorial. And if you look in the second paragraph, you can see a little plus sign. I'm going to move my mouse up and down. That's all I'm doing is moving it up and down. And you see that that plus sign is moving. That's my eyes. That's where I'm looking. And so if I look at the direction that says point your cursor at the golden blocks, I'm going to point that plus at the golden block. Ooh, there we go. And I made something happen. I have the same direction. Point your cursor at the golden blocks, and I'm pointing. Very good. I can move along here. Fantastic. Point your cursor at the golden block again. Now, it says turn around for the one behind you. If I were turning around in real life, I would just move my shoulders and my eyes to the left, and so I'm doing that. I'm moving to the left until I've gone 180 degrees, and there's the golden block behind me. All right, so we're going to let you get started on your own. I just wanted to give you a quick orientation as to what you're looking at. Oh, and by the way, if you look on the left side of my screen, you do see those hints and clues for keyboard shortcuts. The WASD keys, typically I use 3 fingers on those. On my middle finger is for the W and S. The W and S are forward and backward. I go forward pretty much all the time, but sometimes I go backwards. So I can keep my center finger of my left hand on the W. The A and the D are for my pointer finger and ring finger, and that is what allows me to move forward. I can actually move forward and to the right, so I can be using the W and the D at the same time. Space, of course, the space bar is for jumping. That's where my thumb typically is hiding. E is for inventory. You'll need to pick things up, and I think they give you directions for that. And I'm going to with just one more direction, and that is how do I end this. So if you've been playing with this and you would like to be done, all you have to do is tap on escape, and then it will bring up a screen that reads a couple of options, but one of them is save and exit. Just save and exit like this and this.